I get asked this question quite a bit. How do I overcome this difficulty that I'm experiencing right now? And it's always a little bit different. Somebody lost somebody that they loved. Somebody lost a relationship that they thought that they were going to be in for the rest of their life. Somebody got sick. They got a cancer diagnosis. Um, their business failed. The coronavirus happened. We all got locked down. We lost relationships. We lost people that we loved. Um, we have political divides these days, and that's a big one. We all have somebody that disagrees politically, and so we have to deal with that rift that is built between us and has divided families. All right, we have to deal with so much uh, difficulty these days, and we're all running into these problems, and some of them seem completely insurmountable. What do we do about that? Well, that's what this video is all about. So if you're um, experiencing what might seem like an impossible problem, I'm going to challenge you to that belief that there is no problem that's insurmountable. If we have the right attitude, the right disciplines, ask the right questions, and we develop the right habits to work at it daily, to get around this problem, and come out on the other side actually stronger. So that's the first thing that we're going to talk about is get our head in the game, all right? We're going to get out of this victimhood mentality. That's the first thing that has to happen because as long as we have the mindset of this is happening to me, there's nothing we can do to change it. We are a victim in that story. We have to change the story, okay? And that might not be what you want to hear, but that's just the truth, and so that's what I have to say. We can't keep playing the victim, all right? The first thing that has to happen is to say, okay, my head's in the game. I'm going to stop focusing on the problem and I'm going to start focusing on the solution. Because as long as we feed our focus to the problem, look at the problem like it's a monster, all right? And our focus is food, all right? And if we're focusing on the monster, we're feeding it. And it's getting bigger and it's getting stronger, all right? And meanwhile, the solution is over here starving to death. We don't want to starve the solution. We want to starve the problem. So we need to take our critical focus, our attention, and we need to starve that problem by feeding the solution. And the more of our focused energy, our focused power that we feed to this solution, the more time we spend thinking about it, developing plans, working towards a solution, the stronger that solution is going to be. And the sooner that we will find ourselves on the other end of this problem, no matter what it is. Okay? So we need to focus 100% on the turnaround. All right? We need to see what that looks like. So, what? It's a time right now to set a new goal. All right? And if you're coming out of a relationship, if you're tired of being locked down, if you lost your business, if you did anything, and you're feeling just completely miserable, instead of asking ourselves, why did this happen to me, we might want to ask ourselves, why did this happen for me? I remember when the coronavirus hit last year. I lost 100% of my clients within like a week. All right. And the first thing that came to mind was, oh no, what am I going to do? But I'm thankful that I've disciplined my mind and my thought habits enough to think right away. And I was actually quite proud of this. This is not a joke. This is not just me telling you this because of a video. This is actually something I'm quite proud of. Was within 10 seconds of this happening, I said, okay, why is this happening for me? Why is this happening for me? If there were a benefit in this, what would that benefit be? And I asked that question. All right. And I found an answer within, and I mean that the answer didn't come immediately, but it came within the first couple of days. I just kept asking myself, I was like, no, I know that there is a hidden benefit in this. I know that there is. There's always a seed of benefit in any challenge, and so that's what I did, and I've ended up turning it around. I ended up re-educating myself. I went back to school. I finished some business classes. I've got a couple degrees coming here. I'm finishing up at the end of this semester, and I'm going back to school to study genetics starting in this fall because I'm all about human performance, right? And so I want to actually look at some longevity things having to do with genetics. And anyway, I want to understand the human body to a greater degree. I have a whole vision behind it, and none of that would have happened if the coronavirus didn't happen. All right? I wouldn't be making this video right now probably if the coronavirus didn't happen. Okay, so I turned it around and I came out on the other side and I'm much stronger. Actually, I wasn't even happy when the coronavirus hit, and now I am happy, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And if the coronavirus has you down, I'm not trying to boast right now, all right? I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just trying to show you an example of the principles that I'm talking about and why they work and how they work and what the results can be. Okay? So we need to starve the problems by focusing on the solutions. How do we find the solutions? By asking the right questions. What opportunities does this problem present? Okay, I lost a relationship. Okay, what's an opportunity? Was I actually really happy in that relationship anyway? And maybe it might be a good belief to believe that, hey, everything happens for a reason. Now, can I empirically prove that scientifically? I mean, that depends. I mean, in physics, everything has a cause and effect, all right? And so this effect is created by a cause. And so in reality, I mean, that was meant to be because if there's a cause, there must be an effect, all right? But, and even if that's not true, even if it weren't true that everything is meant to be, even if that weren't true, it's a beneficial belief to have. All right, and what's more important to you, being right or being happy? That's a choice that you're going to have to make. All right, so how can we use this problem? How can we use this new position that we find ourselves to our advantage? Get out a sheet of paper and brainstorm. Brainstorm the different opportunities that this unique challenge provides for you. Because this is a special time. This is a special time. The circumstances today were not the same as they were before we experienced this problem. All right? Some of the things that we were blind to before, we can now see because we're in a new vantage point. All right? Now, what I'm promoting here is a radical shift of your paradigm. This is an opportunity because things have changed so much that we can completely rebuild ourselves from this position, okay? And so what I'm going to tell you to do now is wake up early tomorrow morning and get some exercise in. Go for a walk. Go for a run. If you're locked down, you can't go for a run or a walk where you're living, do some push-ups on the ground, all right? Wake up, get yourself moving, get some exercise in, eat a healthy breakfast, all right? Whatever that is for you. I mean, for me, it's some protein and some vegetables, and then usually I probably some eggs and stuff. All right, like I'm not a person that drinks a green smoothie for breakfast. I do that sometimes when I feel like I need some greens, but I like a lot of protein. I mean, I kind of build, like, I don't know if you can tell that, like, I'm supporting some muscle here, and so it takes a lot of protein to support that. But whatever a healthy meal is for you, eat that and do some sort of exercise. Have a healthy morning to get the blood flowing to your brain so that you can think properly tomorrow. Have yourself a nice cup of coffee if you drink caffeine, and sit down after you've done this, after you've done these good things for yourself, after you're feeling good and proud about yourself, and think, Ben, I'm so grateful right now that I took this time to improve my body, to improve myself, and you're going to feel a lot better tomorrow morning after you do this. And in that good feeling state, get out a piece of paper and write some goals. Say, all right, the facts are this. Whatever your problem is, these are the facts. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see in my life. This is how I want to turn it around. This is what I want to see. And don't think about so much how right now. Just think about what it is that you want. What is it that would make you happy? And if it's and if it's like this relationship thing and you're stuck in this head, I want this person back. Don't go there. Don't go back in the past. What would be a better relationship? I mean, don't even think about a new relationship yet. I mean, if it helps you feel better that there's someone better out there waiting for you, then that's obviously that is true. You have someone amazing waiting for you out there. But what we need to focus on right now is ourself. We need to improve ourselves. We need to get ourselves into a position of strength. All right? We need to get in a position of strength financially. We need to get into a position of strength with our body. We need to get into a position of strength with our mind. We need to be strong individuals. All right? And if we're a strong individual, we're going to be naturally attractive to whoever it is that we're trying to attract. All right? And we're going to be attractive to ourselves. We're going to be happy within ourselves because, I mean, who doesn't want to be healthy? Who doesn't want to have plenty of money? Who doesn't want to be mentally fit? Mentally fit, emotionally fit. Who doesn't want to feel great? All right? That's what we need to focus on. Those are the primary drivers of life, okay? The relationship is a secondary thing. No relationship's ever going to make you happy anyway. We have to make ourselves happy by developing ourselves, all right? And so set some goals. Set some goals. Set some goals with your body. Set some goals with what you want to learn. Set some goals with how you want to feel. All right? Set some goals on how much money you want to make. Like, do you want to improve that area of your life as well? Well, that's totally possible. People do it all the time. You've probably done it before, all right? So set some goals, all right? And that's going to excite you and give you a vision for the future and take your focus away from that negative past, okay? And so that's the main thing. We want to starve that negativity. We want to starve that. And we want to feed our focus to the solution, and our problems will starve. Okay? And the next thing that I'm going to encourage you to do is to go over to my video. I made a video last week on how to wake up early. Okay? How to wake up early, develop a morning routine. If you can develop this daily discipline, it will change everything. It's like a hypnotic rhythm, okay? So you get up in the morning and you do this morning ritual or this morning routine, whatever it is, something like what I described earlier, just a little bit of working out, a little bit of eating healthy. Maybe you do some gratitude. Maybe you do some different exercises, some meditation, something like that. But what that will do is it will force your body into a positive mentality first thing every morning, and so that it doesn't matter what happens every day. You could have the worst day of your life, as long as you wake up in the morning and you start it in this positive way, it's going to change the momentum back into a positive direction. And it doesn't matter what the external circumstances are. If you continue with this morning routine that pushes you in the right direction every morning, it's like waking up on the right side of the bed every day. All right? And so it doesn't matter if you have, relapses, if you're addicted to something, because if you wake up the next morning and you get back into the right frame of mind, then you know that you're making improvements. All right. And if you make improvements by exercising every morning, by eating something healthy every morning, by waking up a little bit earlier, then you have something to be proud of. And you feel that consistent ascension, or that consistent improvement in your life. And in that improvement, you develop more self-confidence. And through more self-confidence, you walk around with your head up. And through walking around with your head up and speaking assertively, because you're confident, you're going to find a lot of good opportunities come your way. All right? And through having a disciplined practice like that too, your mind's going to be a lot clearer. And through focusing on the positive instead of the negative, you're going to feel so much more positive. You're going to see opportunities that you've never seen before. Okay? And so that's my challenge to you here is right now, actually, hit subscribe if you want to go on this journey with me. I'm building this channel to help people unleash their total potential. Okay? Because I believe that the world changes through individuals. And I believe in inspiring individuals to create their own change rather than trying to manipulate entire masses of people. I think that that's the wrong way to do it, and I think that that's what a lot of a lot of people are leaning towards these days, but I don't think that that's the right answer. I think that um, real change in an individual doesn't come through manipulation, it comes through inspiration. A person who changes their mind and decides to improve themselves, decides to get themselves in the right positioning in life, is going to be far stronger than somebody who's been manipulated into a certain position and manipulated to act a certain way. Okay? And so that's what this channel is all about. And if you want to follow me on this journey, if you want to improve your life, if you want to help others improve theirs, because I highly encourage comments, commenting on each other's comments down in the comments section. That was way too many comments in a sentence there. But replying to people's comments and really helping themselves or helping each other and helping yourself in the process, because I really want to foster a positive community here of individuals committed to improving every aspect of who they are so that they are a better neighbor, so they're a better father, so they're a better mother, so they're a better son, so they're a better daughter, brother, sister, everything. They're a better employee at work. They're a better boss to their employees at work. They're a better person to the person at the cash register, because if you're happy, it radiates out to everyone in your life, and you become a source of inspiration. You become a source of hope. You become a source of what is possible, and people will see that in you. And that's what this channel is all about. So if you want to go on that journey with us, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you see the new videos. I am really feeling optimistic on what these videos can do, because YouTube's such a great platform. There are so many individuals on here watching right now, just waiting to get the right videos in their hands that can change their lives forever. And that's what I hope to be here. All right. And so I thank you for being a part of that, and head down to the video in my description. I'll try and have it on the screen here too, but if you get there, if you watch this video before I have it on the screen, the link will be down in the description on how to wake up early. That video has a lot of great nuggets that I think can help you get up early in the morning, straight up tomorrow, and change this problem into an opportunity. Because I really believe, and I've found this to be true so many times in my own life, that just try it and let me know. You can write in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think I will be. Write what happens. Get up in the morning tomorrow and start getting up every morning. After watching the video, I'll show you exactly how to do it. And I think that you'll be amazed how quickly you turn this challenging situation into a blessing in disguise. So, I'll see you next time. This has been J.R. Cook, and I'll see you later.